Hi guys, Chantal here from Grounded Mind. How are you doing today? It's a bit of a dull day in the UK today, but still a lovely day. And yes, I wanted to share a message of hope. And when I think about what I'm going to post, I try to post a few times a week. And I know that I am quite repetitive, but the reason why I am is because I try to ensure that people understand what the mind body healing process is. It's so important, and it got me thinking about, well, actually what happened was I was speaking to somebody about a skin condition they had, and it just reminded me of the condition that I had, Lichen Planus, in 2017, and how I healed myself from that horrible autoimmune skin disease. I did so much research, the same kind of thing when I had vestibular migraine, and I really understood that all kind of skin conditions mainly start from the gut, and to stop the gut from leaky gut, we have to replace the toxins with healthy things that basically create your gut lining to heal. And so what I did was I changed my diet, and that completely stopped the rash from spreading any further. The doctors were so amazed because I was able to come off the steroids. And they said people are on steroids for life with this condition, and it's 2025 now, and I hate saying remission, but I haven't had a flare since 2017, and I had it early January 2017, so that's really rapid. But I remember speaking to Dan Buglio about this, and after that looking into it myself, and I don't know if it was the diet that was the only thing that healed me, but I actually really accepted the fact that I had that skin condition. My skin, I'm dark skinned anyway, but I had black blotches all over my skin, absolutely everywhere. And people that have this condition, especially dark skinned people, they will wear t-shirts, they will wear, they'll cover up their whole body. Whereas what I did is that I went on holiday, and I used that space to wear what you would wear on holiday, and people would see that I had like discoloured skin or whatever, hyperpigmentation, and they didn't care. And it sounds silly because why should you care? But as human beings, if you look different to what you're used to, you can actually really care about how you look into the outside world. But I took the opportunity to really embrace my skin, because when the flaring and when the blisters went, I was left with a hyperpigmentation. I really accepted it. I wore t-shirts in the summer, I wore skirts in the summer, showed my skin, I looked like a zebra, and I was proud. And I didn't think about this then, but what I was doing at that point in time was sending safety to my brain. I wasn't trying to fix myself anymore. I accepted the fact that I had this condition, I had hyperpigmentation, and I also think that was also, now I don't think, I know that was also part of the healing process. And so there's many doctors out there that have said that autoimmune diseases are also mind-body conditions. And at the time that the rash happened, I was in a very, very, very stressful state. And if you go back to my very, very first video on YouTube, you'll see that story. And so I'm saying this to say that, our brains are so powerful. When we are stressed and when we are anxious and when we have a condition that is chronic, that isn't a structural condition, that condition, if we are scared and fearful and we ruminate and we investigate, and all these things are normal, natural things that we want to do because we're not well. But when we do that, our brain is sending more signals to that specific area because it is still trying to protect us, because it can still sense and fear danger. And so I didn't think about it from that aspect back in 2017. I just thought it was all the AIP diet, the autoimmune protocol diet, which is an elimination diet. and the probiotics, but it was also my mindset that stopped the flare of this condition that is chronic, that people have for all of their lives. So I wanted to share that. And then obviously in 2021, when my vestibular migraine became chronic through stress, through doing too much, from pleasing every single external and internal stakeholder in my life, people pleasing, trying to do everything at once, that's when I became chronic with vestibular migraine. So there we go again. Our brain is our brain is sending signals and protecting me by sending these signals to other parts of my body, which was the vestibular, which was the dizziness, which was the vertigo, which was the imbalanced feeling, which was the paranoia, which was the pins and needles in my hands, all of that. And I didn't put two and two together in 2021. But then when I obviously learned about neuroplasticity and read the books of all the people that I've mentioned before, I actually saw, like, okay, I need to really accept the fact that I'm feeling these sensations. I need to accept it, because if I don't accept it, then I'm telling my brain that something is wrong. And so when I started to do it, and I know you guys that follow me know this, that's when I saw a difference. So, I mean, when I think about my journey, I became my own evidence. And I know people that I speak to, my clients, I will say the same thing. You will become your own evidence. I am a walking, talking evidence machine. And so me sharing this with you is for you to have the tools to create your healing, because my healing will be different to your healing, but the tools are the same. It's just what part of the toolbox, of the tools in the toolbox, do you use so that you can live a normal life, a happier life, a more informed life, a more in tuned life, a life where you say no to things, a life when you're saying yes to things, a life where you are in tune with yourself and know why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. And it's such a shame that so many people don't have this awareness. And it's one of those things where I would absolutely love everybody in the whole world to know about how our mind and body are connected, and how our brain can give us these illnesses through trying to protect us. And so, spread the word, share these videos with people, and what you do know and how you have healed, share that with somebody, because somebody will want to hear that. And so I know people will heal, whether they listen to my videos or Dan's videos or whoever videos, or reading whatever books. They will learn how to implement the healing, how to implement it. But also, I do think it's vital for people that don't understand and that need a bit more of their hand holding. Coaching is here. Therapy is here. I offer coaching services to enable people and to help people to understand how to implement certain things in their life. Everyone's got a specific journey. Some people are at the beginning stage, some people are right at the end but are struggling with just living life. So yes, share your journey, share my journey, reach out if you ever need any help with this process. Always happy to help. And remember that you will be your own evidence that you can then share with somebody else. Have a lovely day and speak to you soon. Bye bye.